Hey, what's happening? It's your homeboy, Mr. Capone. I'm back in LA just for 2 days. And I'm here to drop a podcast. Not podcast, my bad. I'm here to drop a vlog. I don't even know what I do nowadays. Look it. I don't do podcasts. People ask me, Capone, why don't you start your podcast? Why don't you do all these interviews and stuff like that? I've been doing this 2016. I had some interviews and stuff like that I did. And I just fall off on it because I'm going to tell you about me. First of all, me is not about the gossip, the cheese made. That's not me. Now, I ain't knocking no one's hustle. To everybody who does podcasts, who does that, much power to them. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes big mouths who want attention to be in podcast and they're winning. So, hey, if that's their business to find big mouths, to hear the cheese mail people who want to talk all day, then hey, much power to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're making money off it. Now, to the ones who want to talk, that's what the difference is between me. Like, I've been offered on many platforms, and I try to avoid as much as possible because I was learned from the streets not to talk too much, not to say stuff. Anything you say will be used against you. And I've been through multiple cases growing up, and I understand that. You know, I've seen people rat on me. I've seen people do different things. I've seen a lot of things in life that as I became who I am later, I'd rather just keep my mouth shut and let it pan out how it comes out. You feel me? So on that note, that's why I don't do too many. But I know this is a music industry, it's a new generation, and I ain't knocking anyone who does podcasts either. So you gotta get your hype. And if that's what you gotta do, hey, I respect that. You gotta do it. But me personally, I feel like I don't need to do that, so I don't do that. But I'm here to always drop vlogs and drop gems on you and drop, little clecha, little mix with everything else. So today's topic, as I got back, is American Cholo against Norbeez or Norb. I don't even know, dog. But so I did my little research. I guess this guy Norbeez or whatever his name is, he went on live or he went on some podcast and he was talking bad about black people. He called them certain, racial slurs. Now, the whole community, which is pretty solid, was said no to that. Everybody's like, hell no, you don't disrespect other nationalities. Now I know when it comes to me, everyone's gonna hate on me because there's not that much of me. So I already know the bitch ways. There's a lot of like black, so everybody want to be cool, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But reality, that's a good point. No one should be racist regardless, right? So hopefully any of you guys see this. When you see racists against me, you know what to do. But yeah, you won't probably do nothing about it because obviously I'm one of my own, right? So hey, forget that topic. But yeah, he did talk a lot of chismoso, like disrespecting another nationality, and a lot of people got on his case. And I guess American Cholo was one of the guys who brought it up and said, "Hey, that's racist," right? I don't know how they got into it. I might be wrong how they got into it, but they obviously got into it. Now, the reason why I'm speaking is this guy Norbeez, he basically pulled up to American Cholo's house. This is the kind of generation we live in. They don't know the rules. They don't know nothing. Look, I'm from the generation that if you come to my house and I catch you slipping, what most likely I'm gonna do is pull you into my house and whack the hell out of you. He's in my property, and basically, if he's in my property, I'm gonna get away with it. You feel me? So if this guy gonna throw rat on me, he's in my property. he ain't gonna win the case. So obviously, he came into your property. I don't even have to say nothing. Boom, I win the case, right? So somebody pulls up on you, hey, come inside, homie. Whatever, right? So I guess he went to American Cholo's house. And when you go to someone's property, hey, someone comes to my property disrespecting, I'm there. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Like, I don't know, dog. That brings a lot of animal in you to come to your space. You know what I'm saying? So obviously American Cholo probably and here's the crazy part. Like, I know I heard stories Whack 100 went there, and I don't know, I don't think American Cholo was at the house that day or whatever it was. But that probably resonated in his heart very much because the internet started disrespecting American Cholo about, oh, he went to your pad, you didn't do nothing. So obviously that's gonna weigh deep in you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're a real one, like American Cholo, you might be a real one. You know what I'm saying? You saw it seems like a solid dude. And when they test your integrity and they make lies about you, it really gets to you. And then this Norbeez guys coming, hey, let me go talk. This is a new generation people. Like they just think everything's talk, yap, gossip, talk shit, boo, 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 boo. Hey, you're gonna come to someone's pad, expect something, expect something heavy, right? So I guess he went to his pad and bing, 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 bing. He got binged up, I guess, right? And that's the moral of the lesson right here. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't go to someone's pad, you don't go to someone's house. You stay away from things that are like not the proper time to do it. And this guy obviously don't have the clecha, and I don't know, maybe he's new to this. And hey, it's a learning lesson. He's gonna get wiser tomorrow. He's probably gonna get wiser and more. I hope he gets wiser. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know the guy to talk shit about another man because I don't do that. It's not my stilo. But obviously he went there and he got the works or something happened. And hey, that's what it is, right? So at the end of the day, you don't go to a man's house and and basically you intruding. So like I said, if you go to my house, someone's pulling up, you might just get invited inside. And then when you get inside, ain't gonna be nothing nice. And then who that comes like, you in my house, homie. What is this guy? He can rat all he wants. You in my house. Why'd you come in my house? And no, I'm not gonna say I invited him. He just barged in. You feel me? But that's what happens on the streets. You know what I'm saying? We're from the 90s. We know what it is. I can tell you a story. I'm not going to get to specifics of it, but it almost once happened to me. And I'm not going to tell you the details, but one day we're rolling with another homie, another camarada from another barrio. This is the 90s. We were driving their homie from their hood. I guess something happened, boom, 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 to their home hood, right? So the streets are the same, like same barrios, right? And this homie, he just got out a couple years. He hasn't been around his neighborhood. So he's like, hey, take me to the hood, dog. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, he's camarada, like, let's go. Where you want to go? He's like, hey, hit up that street right there. I think I see a couple heads. I think they're my homies from my barrio right there. So we rolled up. It was a dead end. We rolled up, and guess what? We're at somebody's funeral, and this homie that I was with, his barrio did something to them, and he's not up on game because he's just got out, woo woo, and they're like, what? They recognize him, and I'm like, damn, clicked in my head. I'm like, what's cracking, homie? So I jumped up, and they're like, hey, where you? They're thinking I'm from the same barrio as him. No, I'm from here, homie. What's cracking, homie? They're like, nah, 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 nah. Okay, if you are, come inside, make a phone call. Back then, cell phones were like, not like that. You know what I'm saying? Come into the canton, homie. Come inside, make a phone call. Let me know you're good. You're not. And there's 30 people out here, right? And I was like, first thing when he said come inside, I already know the tricks of the trade. I'm like, I ain't going inside that house because you know what's gonna happen. You feel me? So I was like, nah, what's cracking, homie? So whatever, got into it, got jumped, threw blows, was on the streets. Luckily, shit happened. I ain't gonna say what happened, but everyone scattered. And I got out of this safe and alive, right? But these are the things when you go to someone else's barrio, someone else's doorstep, someone else, personal space, you might be in the wrong space. So lesson to the youngsters out there, you know what I'm saying? Don't take this internet for a joke. Like, yeah, you pull up on me, pull up. You might be pulling up to a bad move. You feel me? It's not something you do. You don't come to these places in disrespect. And like, I'm past that. I did my thing. I'm a solid individual, but I wanted to speak on this situation that I seen because I'm trying to think of topics. I'm just keeping up with the Jones of things, giving you guys clecha. And that's why I wanted to bring up about the situation about what I seen the Norbz and American Cholo. And there's all these other things going on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the one that bring up the Chomo thing. Well, obviously didn't bring it up. Somebody else bring it up. But when they ask me, I go, I don't support Chomos and this and that. And the internet went viral and crazy. And I was the bad guy. over chomos. But I stood my ground and said I don't deal with chomos, homie. Then they try to make it a state. I hate a state. No, I got love for everybody. That's lies. Chomos are different characters. Now everybody's realizing and understanding, and they're starting to learn, and that's good. You know, even if I take a hit for it, it is what it is. But I'm giving the clecha. So there's another clutch out there, you know what I'm saying, to all the internet people who like to internet bang and stuff like this. Hey, don't do the talking too much because it could end up bad. But you know, I know some people need to learn the hard way, and we all got to learn the hard way if you've never been through it. You feel me? That just shows you've never been through it. And yeah, that's the topic about the Norbz and American Cholo situation. And you know, I stand on my ground. You know, we don't mess with chomo snitches, any other negative thing. We don't just we just stay away from that stuff, kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, our music label, High Power, were built on integrity, respect, and all that. When we came in the music game, that's how we became. Because I got out of jail and I had that lecture that wanted to teach the young camaradas, but there was other people that started dissing, doing dumb shit, getting on cameras, talking, and then just turned into like dumb stuff, right? But if you ever paid attention to me, you never see me doing a lot of talking, a lot of none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You never seen that. Then you see DVDs coming out. There was never High Power stamp. We just never did the talking. You know what I'm saying? That's not the stilo. And I hope I can educate some of these real ones to keep it like that and keep it solid. Because some of these youngsters are growing up and thinking that's what you got to do. Be a loudmouth. Be a guy who just clout, put your camera on, do this and that. Nah, man. And the camera thing, homie, that's another thing. I hate this generation because everybody want to get their camera on. Everybody want to get their camera on like it's a show. Like, let me show what happened. Let me show what, ooh, ooh, ooh. To all you other guys, when you see real shit happening too, put your camera in your pocket, homie. Don't be recording stuff. I know you want to get clout. You want to get a YouTube million views. You're not going to be a millionaire off a million views. You might get $20, dog. It ain't worth it. So I just want to get this lecture to everyone. Like I said, podcast is cool because they're entertaining the people. The podcasters are doing their thing, but that's not for me. But obviously, I want to try to get into it because obviously sports, boxing, maybe talk about history of my music, stuff like that's always good information, and klecha and all that. But klecha doesn't sell, information don't sell, gossip and hating and jealousy sells. And I get it. And sometimes you got to do that. Like, look, right now they made a song, Kendrick and all that, right? Like, I'm not gonna say what I would do, but just pretend I'm scheming. If I want to be a schemer, right? Because there's a lot of schemers in the game. I could go get that beat or one of these jack beats and start dissing all these young rappers. Yo, this guy, that, you all fake guys. Like, I could say a lot of shit. Ooh, Capone dissed this fool. Ooh, he dissed. Ooh, all these new guys. You look like a little. This guy, you look like an Edgar. You look like, I'm just telling you. You know what I'm saying? I could start going off and then start drama, be on podcasts in there like lames, and I'll get views. Go crazy, talk shit all day. But what is that, guys? That's the wrong attention. That's not solid. So attention, you can't buy respect. You gotta earn it. And to all the artists out there, man, I hope you guys try to keep it on your toes, keep it solid, do the best you can do. I know sometimes it slips, negativity, and it is what it is. But yeah, for this Norbz and American Cholo, it's a very learning lesson for the whole community to know, like, hey, man, if you're going to talk the talk, you better be ready for combat and ready for war because it ain't nothing nice. You know what I'm saying? Because there's some real ones that ain't taking disrespect lightly, and that's real. So I just want everybody to know that, and that's just my intake on this post because I knew I had to do some vlogs, and I'm just choosing the topics that you guys are DMing me about. So that's the topic about Norbz American Cholo. Obviously, I don't know too much history, but that's the history I know about it. And then everything else, you already know, man. You guys just send me some messages. I might do another vlog. I'm here for a day or two, then I'm gone. When I'm back in Cali, I'm going to do some new vlogs. Give you a little klecha, little thing. You know what I'm saying? Keep it solid, keep it 100. That's all we got to do, man. And like I said, when we started High Power, it was all about the respect. And people we seen that were not on the right thing, we slowly, I'm not going to say it, but we slowly got rid of them. We slowly disassociate with them. If other people say, hey, we want to leave, we let them leave because they weren't functioning on our program. And it happens to the best of them, you know. Like it happens in jail. You see solid fools and fools don't want to function, and it happens, right? Like it's just life. But yeah, that's how we are, and that's why I try to keep it like that. And now, you know, I'm at the point I'm just about doing my music, doing my show, showing love to the fans, showing love to the people, and that's all I could do. They can love me or hate me, but I'm just gonna tell it like it is, man. Another episode of Vlogs. Your homie, Mr. Capone. Hopefully, I send a little positive message out there. No disrespect to anyone, no disrespect, hate to anyone. It is what it is. This is real life situations, and that's what I'm speaking on. You guys have a good one. Oh.